Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this merry and bright holiday spirit yoga flow. My name is Daria if you're new here, and in today's yoga practice we'll be working with energizing and brightening the full body. So all you'll need for this class is yourself and some place to move, and when you're ready, let's get started. We'll start today on hands and knees in tabletop. So make your way there, bringing shoulders to stack over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Take a few moments here to spread your fingers really wide, anchor your fingertips down to the mat, claw into the earth, and then bring in any organic movement that feels good in your body right away today. Start deepening your breath and let the movement be motivated by your breath, as if body and breath can communicate without needing any input from your mind whatsoever. Get out of your own way and allow your body to simply be and express. So you can bring cat-cow shapes into the spine, or any kind of circular motion, or really anything at all that feels good. Notice how you're feeling today. Pause anywhere that feels sticky and create a breath massage for your body. And then if it's in your practice, you can bring in Ujjayi breath now, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Begin to find stillness in tabletop. Press your palms down and forward as you tuck your toes behind you. Activate your core and then hover your knees like an inch or so away from your mat. Try to press the earth energetically down between your palms, dome between your shoulders. And then super slowly transition back to your first downward facing dog of this practice. And let the transition be really indulgent and sweet. And here, take any movements that you need. You can bend one knee and then the other, pressing your opposite heel closer toward the mat. Continue to reaffirm and reestablish the rooting down, the anchoring through your hands and your fingers. Let your index finger mounds pull toward the earth as you magnetize your heels toward the mat and spread your sitting bones wider. Take a big inhale through your nose here. And let's take a clearing sigh out of the mouth. One more just like that. Big inhale through your nose. Drink up the air from your hands and your feet all the way to the core of your pelvis. And then an exhale to release anything that you're holding right now that you don't need. On your next inhale, gaze forward between your thumbs and then step your way up to the top of your mat for a fold. The feet can be either hips distance apart or together, whatever you prefer. Take 2 breaths in your fold, doing whatever you want with your hands. Try to drop everything, let your spine waterfall down and the crown of your head be heavy. And then hug your belly button to your spine, micro bend your knees, press your toes and your heels into the earth and roll up to stand, stacking one vertebra at a time. And then finally lift your head, soften shoulders away from ears. As you inhale, sweep your fingertips wide, root your feet, and then reach all the way up. Spin your palms to face toward each other. Try to press your feet down and then lift your heart and your gaze. As you exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Keep a flat back as you reach forward with your heart and back with your inner thighs. As you inhale, find halfway lift. Reach your spine forward and back evenly. Shift more weight into your toes. And then exhale, plant your palms. Step to a high plank. And we'll pause here and just hover. And try to lengthen your tailbone towards your heels as you reach the crown of your head forward. So we're elongating into the shape. Squeeze your belly towards your spine. Whole front body is hugging in. And feel some heat and some fire beginning to activate in your body, and breathe into it. Fan it with your breath. Good. Shift slightly forward. Lower chaturanga. Elbows come into your rib cage. Untuck your toes and press to upward facing dog as you take a big inhale. As you exhale, glide back, downward facing dog. Press your palms down and forward. Take 2 full rounds of breath here, in and out through your nose. And try to feel your spine growing, inflating with the breath as your vertebrae stretch further away from each other. Inhale, gaze to the top of your space. As you exhale, step or float your feet forward and fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift, stretch it out like you're ironing through your spine. And then exhale, fold into yourself. Inhale, press down, rise up, fingertips sweep high, stretch beyond the edges of all 10 fingertips. And then exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach evenly forward and back. Exhale, palms plant, step or float back to lower chaturanga. Untuck your toes. Inhale, hover your thighs, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, glide back. 2 breaths. On your next inhale breath, gaze to the top. Bend your knees and jump or step to the top of the mat. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift. First, pull up through your leg lines, then extend the line of your spine. And exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, Tadasana. Sweep all the way up high. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift, elongate. Exhale, palms plant, feet go back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll pause in down dog for about 5 breaths. And if you need to make any micro adjustments as you stay here, go ahead and do so. Any motion that feels good, or if stillness is serving better, be still and feel. See if you can spread your toes wider and then anchor them down even more. Pull up from the arches of your feet, pull up the fronts of your thighs, and invite your heart closer to the tops of thighs. Notice already if your body is feeling a bit more energized or a bit brighter than when you began this practice. On your next inhale, gaze to the top of the mat, and then as you exhale, step or float forward. Feet are together. Sink low and back into your heels, bend your knees deeply, and then as you inhale, sweep your fingertips high, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hug your inner thighs to the midline as you drop your shoulders down your back away from your ears. Imagine that the tips of your ears are being pulled upward while your low belly draws in and back. Inhale here. As you exhale, bow chest to thighs, sweep your fingertips back, but stretch your heart forward. Inhale, Utkatasana, fingertips rise. Exhale, chest to thighs, heart goes forward, fingertips go back. One more like this. Inhale, the fingertips rise. Exhale, fingertips back. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, ripple through your spine, press your heels down, reach your fingertips up. And then exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog is your inhale breath. And then downward facing dog, press yourself back. As you inhale, sweep your right leg high for 3-legged down dog. As you exhale, lift your left heel, hollow your core, and hug your right knee to your right tricep. Hold and squeeze here for an inhale and an exhale. Good. Inhale, press back, 3-legged down dog, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left tricep. Hold and squeeze. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Inhale, kick high, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, curl your right heel towards your right sitting bone as you softly step all the way forward between your palms. Come up to fingertips. Keep your left knee lifted and align your feet so they're like train tracks. Feet are hips distance apart. Stack right knee over right ankle, and as you inhale, sweep your fingertips up, high crescent lunge. Pause here. Charge your left thigh. See if you can hover the left heel right over the ball of that back foot. Pull in at your waist, and then stretch your heart forward and higher. One more inhale. As you exhale, open to warrior two. Align your feet. Anchor down through knife edge of left foot, and then stretch your wingspan wider. Fingertips reach away. Now feel into your back hand, the left hand here. Can you lengthen your side body and then stretch left fingertips as far back as right fingertips reach forward? Inhale, softly land your left hand to the outer left thigh, and then sweep right fingertips all the way up and back, reverse warrior. Try to cinch at your waist on the left side so you can expand the right side body. Breathe through your ribs. Inhale. As you exhale, pull your legs together so much so that the right leg draws towards straight. Shift forward, reach forward with right fingertips, and then cascade your palm down either to your shin or to the inside of your right foot. Begin to spiral your rib cage toward the side of your mat as you lift your gaze up towards your left thumbnail. Keep actively digging your feet down into the mat and press your feet away from each other. Extend through all the lines. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, we'll revolve forward to face the top of the mat. Press into your right foot, root your fingertips, and then float your left leg up to a standing L. Take an inhale here, like a halfway lift in the spine. Hug your belly in and up. And then as you exhale, softly step your left foot down beside your right. The feet are together. Inhale for halfway lift, elongate, stretch everything out. And then as you exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, chair, sink weight low and back. Sweep your fingertips high, squeeze the inner thighs. And then breathe into the heat. Breathe into your legs, your outer hips. Try to keep your toes really bright so they're lifted almost. Maybe you can actually lift them away from the mat so the weight stays back into your heels. Inhale. Exhale, chest to thighs, bow, sweep your fingertips back. Inhale, rise up to chair. Try to create like a liquid quality in your spine as we flow through these movements. Exhale, bow. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze your ribcage together as your heart pulls forward. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand, mountain pose Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive down and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step or float back, and lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, sweep your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Keep a micro bend in your right knee. As you exhale, lift your right heel, swallow through your core, and pull left knee to left tricep. Stay for an inhale. Stay for an exhale. Squeeze your heel towards your sitting bone. Good. Inhale, kick high. Exhale, left knee, right tricep. Hold and squeeze. Can you compress your core more? Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Left leg lifts. And exhale, step as softly and intentionally as possible to the top of your mat. Left foot between your thumbs. Come to fingertips. Align your feet. Anchor into both of your big toe mounds. And then as you inhale, press down and forward into your left foot to sweep your fingertips high. Crescent lunge. Now stay here and settle into your feet as much as you lift higher through your fingertips. So we're growing in all directions. Can you infuse your body with a quality of brightness here? What does that mean to you? What does that feel like sensationally? One more inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. And feel strongly rooted through your feet, and then feel expansive through your torso. Breathe all the way down to your pelvic floor. And then fill your body, spread your body with sweet, energetic breath. As you inhale, Soften your right hand down to your outer thigh and then sweep your left fingertips high. Compress your right side body to expand the left side body. And then here, create a slight revolution of your rib cage. So it's like your heart is pressing toward the sky, and gaze up. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your left heel and your right foot toward each other as you stretch your arms wide. Left leg pulls towards straight. Then shift forward and find Kanasana. The left hand sprinkles down anywhere that's available for you. Draw your left sitting bone a little bit back and underneath you. Then pull from your low belly up toward your heart and revolve left ribs toward right as you reach your gaze, maybe all the way up toward the sky. Press your feet down and away from each other. You can keep a micro bend in your knees to encourage the brightness through the arches of your feet. Inhale. Good. Exhale, revolve right fingertips all the way back to the top of your mat. Frame the left foot with fingertips, press into it, and reach your right heel high. Inhale here, standing L, stretch everything out. And then exhale and fold. And this time, feet can be hips distance apart. And we'll take Padahastasana. So lift your feet and then slide your palms under your feet so that they can connect. It's like you're gonna squish or stamp down on your hands with your feet. And then drop your head. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can play with pressing your toes gently into your wrists to massage them. Notice if the back of your neck is out of alignment with the rest of your spine, and if so, can you allow it to fully surrender? Take one more inhale here, and one more exhale. Then lift your feet so that you can release your hands. Keep your feet where they are, or maybe bring them slightly wider. Keep your fingertips rooted, and we'll lower all the way down to a squat, Malasana. Bring your palms to your heart. Press your elbows to your knees, and then press your knees back to your elbows. And try to keep a lift in the spine. Keep your heart open. Stretch your collarbones away from each other. And then reach forward with your fingertips and see if, without putting your hands down, you can just come to a nice and easy seat. And then reach your heels forward to the top of your mat. Dig them down. Anchor your fingertips. Dandasana. And so this is still a pretty active shape here. Imagine that your heels and your sitting bones are magnetized to really charge through your lower body. Then, from your sitting bones all the way through the crown of your head, let your spine grow like a vine. Take an inhale. And then on an exhale, bow forward. You can crawl your fingertips toward the top of your mat. Maybe reach for the bottoms of your feet if it's available, or you can reach for shins. And now from here, pull on whatever your hands are connected to stretch your heart more forward, like it's a spotlight, and you're trying to shine it right on your toes. Inhale. On your exhale, you can bend your elbows and maybe dig a little bit deeper. Magnetize heart to top of mat. And we'll take 2 more breaths here. Go inside. Notice what you're feeling. Breathe along the backs of your legs. Try to soften your jaw. Drop any holding patterns of tension through your full body. And find a nice release, a let go. Begin to make your way back up to a seat. You can root the soles of your feet down now, pull your knees in, and we'll roll to lie on our backs. You can take it nice and slow to feel some core activation. So we'll go down for 5, for 4. Keep your feet digging down for 3, for 2. Good. And 1. Lower everything down. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Give it a big squeeze. Try to really compress the top of your thigh to your belly. And then as you exhale, open to or cross to a supine twist. So the right knee threads over the midline of your body. And then let it surrender to gravity as your shoulders pull down toward the center of the earth. The gaze can migrate over the right fingertips. Try to let your legs go. All of those muscles we were just activating in chair, can you release them now? Shifting from effort and into ease. Come back to center, pull your right knee in, and then switch it out. Left knee comes in, right leg extends forward. Inhale, and exhale, twist. Cross the knee over, open your arms out wide, and then gaze toward the left side of your mat. Revolve back to center, roll onto your back, pull your left knee in, and then bring your right knee in to meet it. Press your sacrum down and press the back of your head down. Make little circles around your lower back to massage that space with your body weight. Go in both directions. And then when you're ready, squeeze into a really compressed ball, like you're this ball of fire or like a really tight ball of energy. Hug in even more, even more, even more. Inhale. And then exhale, release, and do the opposite. So let everything expand away from each other. Palms face up toward the sky. Let your toes flop open. And try to feel really heavy. Feel gravity and feel like a pull down toward the earth. And then drop everything. Drop all your thoughts. Notice them as they arise, but try to just let them flow without becoming attached to anything. And stay aware of your body as you shift into deep rest. And start to come back to life by reanimating your breath. And feel any buzzy, tingly, natural high sensations moving through your body, infusing every fiber with a quality of brightness and energy. And then flicker fingertips and toes like they're little fireflies lighting up. And then stretch into a good morning stretch. Arms reach back, toes point forward. And roll to one side for a fetal pose. And let this be like your last place to recharge. So imagine that pressing your body down into the earth is charging, is infusing you with energy and battery power. And then press your way up to a seat. Eyes can stay closed, or you can soften your gaze as if you could melt what you're looking at with your eyes. Draw your palms to meet in front of your heart and take a moment here to notice the effects of this practice on body, mind, soul. And breathe into your full body brightness and take an exhale to bask in those sensations. And then lift your heart towards your brain and then bow your head in towards your chest. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today and for finding some merry and bright holiday spirits. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll be continuing with the holiday trend for the rest of December. But if you're not already, you can subscribe to my channel down below because that really supports me. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you have an awesome rest of the day or the night. And I'll see you soon in another class. Bye!